Hello students, today we are going to begin the chapter Sir C.V. Raman. So Sir C.V. Raman was the greatest scientist of our country and he has done so many research in the field of physics. His full name was Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman. He was born on 7 November 1888 and died on 21 November 1970. He was an Indian physicist who made groundbreaking works in the field of light scattering. So let's read this lesson. Sir C.V. Raman was a great scientist. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for his work on scattering of light and his discovery of the effect of light rays. So, Sir C.V. Raman was the greatest scientist of our country and he was awarded Nobel Prize. So, he was awarded the greatest prize, that is the Nobel Prize, for his work of scattering light. Okay, so scattering of light means when a light falls on atom or molecule, it absorbs light energy and re-emit this light in different direction with different intensity. So what he has shown is when a light falls on a particular atom or molecule, the molecule will absorb light energy and give back, that means re-emit. It will re-emit the light in different direction with different intensity. For example, maybe you have read the scattering of light. That means when a white light is passed through a prism, it will give you seven colors. That is the scattering of light in different direction. So later our government has given 25 acres of land to him to carry out the research, and he has built Raman Institute on that land. Sir C.V. Raman was born on November 7, 1888 in Trichy. He was the son of Chandrasekhara Iyer and Parvati Ammal. Chandrasekhara Iyer was a professor of physics at Hindu College, Vishakhapatnam. So Sir C.V. Raman was born on November 7, 1888 in a place called Trichy. So his father was Chandrasekhara Iyer and his mother was Parvati Ammal. Chandrasekhara Iyer, his father was a professor. His father was a professor of physics at Hindu College in Vishakhapatnam. So Raman studied there at the Hindu College High School. So Raman continued his studies. Raman studied there itself where his father was working. He was very much interested in science from his boyhood days. So from the beginning, from the boyhood also, so Raman was very much interested in science. Even as a boy, he made the model of dynamo. So during his boyhood, he has made a model of dynamo. Dynamo, it is a device to convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. Usually in olden days, it is used to fix. It is used to fix on the cycle wheels. Okay, so he was very much interested in science. So he borrowed science books from his college mates. Thus, from his early days, he showed great interest in science. Unfortunately, he used to fall sick every now and then, and he was not able to attend the school regularly. So later, he became very ill, so he was not able to attend the school regularly. In spite of his poor health, he got first class in his matriculation examination when he was uh, when he was only a boy of 12. So in spite of his poor health, in spite of his poor condition, so in spite of his poor health, so he got good marks. He got first class in his 10th standard examination. He passed the intermediate examination from Hindu College and joined Presidency College, Madras for his BA. Later, he continued his studies. He passed his intermediate examination from Hindu College and he joined Presidency College in Madras. His relatives wanted him to give up science because his relatives are not interested in science. They think that being a scientist, it is not going to be a good thing. So they'll think that Raman is Raman is just wasting his time. So they thought of So his relatives wanted him to give up science and take history and economics as his special subjects for BA. Since Raman had made up his mind to study science, he took physics. So he didn't bother about his relatives. He took science as his major subject. He passed his BA, securing the first rank and a number of prizes. He passed his MA in physics in January 1907. So later he joined. So in spite of poor health, what he has done, he has passed his 10th standard examination. Later he passed his intermediate examination from Hindu College and joined Presidency College. Okay, later he uh, joined college, that is Presidency College in Madras. His relatives wanted him to give up science and take history and economics as his special subjects for BA. Since Raman had made up his mind to study science, he took physics. He passed his BA, securing the first rank and a number of prizes. So he got so many prizes. He worked hard and he passed his BA with great result. He passed his MA in physics in January 1907. After his MA, he has completed his MA. Now after his MA, Raman wanted to go to the United States for higher studies in science. So later, after doing his MA, so Raman wanted to continue his studies. He wanted to go to United States for higher studies, but his health broke down again and he could not go. This was the greatest disappointment in his life. So in the beginning, you have known that Raman was feeling ill, so he was not doing well because of his health. So he wanted to go for United Kingdom, but because of his poor health, he didn't go. Okay, so this was the greatest disappointment of his life. His relatives asked him to give up his study of science and take a competitive examination in Calcutta in history and economics. Raman did so. So now his relatives wanted him to give up science. They don't want him to study science. So they told him to take history and economics and to write a competitive exam in history. So Raman, he has passed competitive exam with good result and got along well with his new subjects. He got the first place in the competitive examination and was appointed Deputy Accountant General in 1907 at Calcutta. So later, after writing competitive exam, he has passed and he has appointed as the Deputy Accountant General in 1907. So his relatives perhaps felt happy to see that Raman had settled down well in life, but Raman was not happy. So as his relatives said to write a competitive examination, so Raman wrote and he passed with a great result, and he was appointed as the deputy accountant. But still somewhere Raman was not happy because from the beginning he wanted to study science, so he was not happy with that. How could a scientist like Raman put up with the life of a deputy accountant general? So, being a deputy accountant general, Raman was not feeling happy. He felt like a fish out of water in his new post. So he was feeling like a fish. Okay, that fish without water. So, but he still had hopes of becoming a scientist and was waiting for an opportunity by being a deputy accountant general. So he didn't stop. He wanted to do something in science. He wanted to be a great scientist. So Raman didn't stop. So he was hoping for a good opportunity. Okay. So see this. Who are Raman parents? Ah, so Chandrasekhar Iyer and Parvati Ammal. Why was Raman not able to attend school regularly? Because he was not he used to fall sick every now and then, so he was not able to attend the school. Where did he complete his intermediate examination? In Hindu College. What subject did his relatives advised him to take for BA? History and economics. Why could not Raman go to the United States for higher studies? So his health broke down. So that is also a break. that is also a big disappointment of his life. Even as Deputy Accountant General, Raman mixed with scientists and took interest in science. One day, while returning from the office, he saw a banner outside a building on which was printed the Indian Association of Scientists. So, being a Deputy General, so he was not happy. So, he was mixed with a scientist and took interest in science. So he was working for the science and he was working as a deputy general. So but he didn't give up science. So he was working with the scientist. Okay, one day he saw a banner which has written the Indian Association of Scientists. At the sight of that banner, Raman got off the moving train and went to meet the scientists who had gathered in that building. So Raman left the train, and after seeing that banner, he went to meet the scientist. Sometime later, when Sometime later, when he was in Rangoon, he learnt that an institution had bought a piece of modern scientific apparatus. He hurriedly put on his clothes and went to have a look at it. Such was the interest he had in science. So later, so someone told him that in Rangoon, so some scientists have brought some apparatus, some experimental apparatus. So he went hurriedly. In 1911, Raman was appointed Special Accountant General for Post and Telegraphs in Calcutta. But when he was offered the post of professor at Calcutta University, he jumped at the offer and accepted the post gladly. So in 1911, the government has appointed him as the special, he got promotion. So he got appointed as the Special Accountant General for Post and Telegraphs. So, but he was offered, but later at the same time, he was offered the post of professor in Calcutta. So he jumped at the offer and accepted the post gladly. So he accepted the post of being a professor. After working at Calcutta University for 15 years, he became the director of the Indian Institute of Science in Bengaluru. The Raman Research Institute was started in 1948. Raman resigned his post at the Indian Institute of Science and became the director of the Research Institute. Here he conducted his research in physics until death. So Raman, being a deputy accountant, he didn't stop studying science. He didn't stop dreaming. Okay, so later he was appointed as the professor in the University of Calcutta. So he worked there very happily. He worked there in the college for 15 years. Later he became the director of Indian Institute, which is in Bangalore. There Raman started researching. Okay, there Raman started researching, and he set up his Raman Institute in 1948. So later he resigned the post of Indian Institute. He resigned the post of Indian Institute of Science and became the director of the Research Institute. Here he started conducting so many experiments, so many research till his death. Raman was a great scientist throughout his life. He was intensely attached to science. For the sake of science, he gave up the highly paid post of the Special Accountant General and accepted a professorship at Calcutta University. So Raman was being a great scientist. He never left science. Okay, so he was attached to science from his childhood. So for the sake of science, he has left the job. So who were paying him higher salary. He would forget all about food and rest while he was at work, and his wife had often to tell him that his breakfast or coffee was getting cold. Like all great scientists, Raman had a lot of curiosity. So he was very much interested in science. He usually forget about taking breakfast and coffee. Okay, so his wife So she used to tell him about those about breakfast or coffee. Like all the scientists, Raman had a lot of curiosity. Early in his life, while on a voyage to Europe, he saw the wonderful blue of the Mediterranean Sea, and this led to his work on the laws of light scattering in liquids, and it ended in his discovery of the Raman effect. So later, so when he when he was traveling to Europe, okay, when he was traveling to Europe through a ship, so he was in a Mediterranean Sea. So this by this sea, it led to the discovery of Raman effect, and he was awarded and he has awarded Nobel Prize. Raman was a kind man. He helped people when they were in difficulty. When he was working as the Deputy Accountant General, a villager went to him with some badly burnt 100 rupee note. Any other person perhaps would have turned the villager away. But Raman took pity on the villager, examined the notes himself, and allowed the villager to exchange the burnt notes for new ones. So Raman was very kind-hearted. He helped so many people. Once there was a when he was working as the deputy accountant general, a villager came to him with burnt notes. Okay, so he exchanged the notes with good notes. But um, once the Raman Research Institute, a candidate was not given admission as he did not do well in his test. When his traveling allowance was paid, the candidate found that he had received more. He returned to the office to pay back the excess amount. When Raman came to know of this, he liked the candidate honesty and admitted him to the institute. So when he was working in the Raman Institute, one of the boy, he did not get admission, so because of the poor test, so did not get so did not he did not do well in the test. So when the boy was traveling, when the boy was paid with the salary, so he got some extra amount. Okay, so he returned to Raman to return the money. So Raman saw his honesty and admitted him to that institute. The candidate was not able to make out why he was admitted when he had not done well in his test. It seems Raman told the candidate, "I have admitted you to the institute because of your character." Later, when the boy asked Raman that why he has admitted, he told him that you have admitted because of your character. You are not very good at physics, but I can teach you. He directly told him that maybe you are not good in physics, but later I will teach you. During his lifetime, Raman received a number of honors and medals. In 1929, he was knighted by King George V and became Sir C.V. Raman. So during his lifetime, Raman got so many awards. In 1929, so by the king called George V, so he got the title Sir C.V. Raman. A number of universities honored him with doctorates. He was a member of many international scientific organizations. In 1954, the government of India awarded him Bharat Ratna. In 1957, the Soviet Union honored him by awarding the International Lenin Prize. So he was awarded so many awards, and he was awarded with the doctorates. Later, so Indian government has awarded him with Bharat Ratna, and the Soviet Union awarded him with International Lenin Prize. Raman died on November 21, 1970 at the age of 82. So later, at the age of 82, he got died. In his death, India lost one of her great scientists, great sons and scientists, of course, and the world a great scientist. So Raman died on November 21 at the age of 82. So by his death, so India lost one of the greatest scientists. Okay, so he was a great son and great scientist. So let's see the comprehension. How long did he work at Calcutta University? for 15 years. What made Raman give up the highly paid post of special accountant general? Because Calcutta University has given him the chance to teach. Okay, so how did Soviet Union honor him? By awarding the International Lenin Prize. Hope students you have understood the lesson.